Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We are zooming in and we are focusing in on one very, very important topic, and that is really crucial to healing through a narcissistic relationship. Someone who has idealized you, devalued you, and discarding you, and that is the role and goal of self-validation, self-belief, and self-trust. Oftentimes the narcissist makes their way into your energetic boundaries through their charm, their demeanor, their more important presence, or feeling of being predominantly right within a relationship. And they become this in your own mindset when you are in the idealization phase. They become more important to you. They become really overly valued in your mind's eye, in your heart of hearts. And you really seek validation from them, input, and really oftentimes people then begin to design their life, build their life around this person, their values, and their idealized mindset. And it's very difficult. It's very, very degrading when you go through the devaluation and discard process with a narcissist whom you had a sort of a future vision of within your life. And perhaps you've built a lot of your personality as it relates to adapting, adopting, and being supportive of this individual. So oftentimes you felt validated by being supportive of their life purpose versus really validating your own life purpose. And I know that this is a fine line, but it's very, very important that you really understand this when it comes to healing through a narcissistic relationship that has really turned your life upside down. And that is the goal of being able to validate yourself as an internal loop, as an internal mechanism where you, rather than taking the road of self-doubt, devaluation, and discarding through the eyes and treatment and emotions of a narcissist, letting that go, letting go of that viewpoint with which they had projected so much negativity, hostility, and caused you to question yourself, caused you to question your own sanity, caused you to question your own talent, your own values. Oftentimes people, abandon their own values for this individual. In other words, you might value family, and then they weren't ready for family, so you made a sacrifice and didn't have children yet. And then, or you might have valued your independence or your own talents or your own career path and really put that on the back burner for this individual because you had over-idealized and really made your life purpose and your destiny based on being supportive of them versus embracing your own purpose, your own destiny, and validating yourself in that process. So if you have engaged in a lot of that self-devaluation as a result of being devalued by a narcissist, it's so important that you get back in the driver's seat and validate yourself through your affirmations, through your I ams, and validating yourself, giving yourself the internal loop of feedback. Your own internal self-talk is so crucial that you can validate yourself and say, I do want a family, I do want to pursue this career, I do want to travel, I do want to have a home, I do want to have kids, I do want to have the 4-car garage, I do want to have the sunroom. These are things I do want, and I'm validating myself, and I'm acknowledging for myself, mirroring back for myself what I do want to be, do, and have. And furthermore, now I am going to now keep those in my mind's eye, in the vision I have for myself and my future, and I'm only going to surround myself with people who support me in that, who get me for that, and who really are able to see my own vision of my life. And really, once you are able to do that and really kind of tap into that internal mechanism, you'll really become to feel much more healed, satisfied, and secured in your heart and in your mind and in your spirit. And this creates what we call an energetic boundary within yourself. So once you're able to do this, you're able to become a self-validating mechanism. You're able to really kind of have that connection within you, and you become more whole, more integrated, more consciously aware of this versus the narcissistic injury, the hits and attacks which had wounded you, made you feel damaged. If you can let that go and then begin to mirror back to yourself the love, the unconditional love that you needed from them begin to give that to yourself on an energetic level. Give yourself permission. Give yourself that feedback. Tell yourself you are kind, you are considerate, you are patient, you are these qualities, because oftentimes they didn't want to validate these back to you because it had caused them to become needing to be empathetic, and they're not very good at this. So you need to become empathetic for yourself, and as you become empathetic for yourself and validate yourself, I am kind, I am loving, I am generous, I am magnificent, I am wonderful, I have a beautiful heart, I have a beautiful mind, I have a beautiful spirit, I have a beautiful body, I want good things, I am okay, I am seen in what I need. I was just with somebody who did not have empathy and who could not mirror this back to me. And furthermore, I'm not giving that negative mirror of my life back to this person. I'm now no longer standing in front of the person who's going to mirror back to me in such a negative way that has nothing to do with reality. It only has something to do with their needs. So once you let go of that negative mirror that the narcissist wants to project in you, you then begin to validate yourself. And as you do that, through your I am, through your recovery journal, through really resonating and